I think without stating it, I'm extremely happy. It was a graduate game, and it was pointed out it is the first day of Women's History Month. What a great contest between two teams. Hats off to Coach Missy. She's got a phenomenal team, and they really put it on us at their place to start out. And as you saw, the one thing that I absolutely loved about our Bobcats today was that we battled back. They would throw a punch, we'd throw one back. Right? They'd be scrappy, we were scrappy. And truly, at the end of the day, it was a team that was going to play with the most poise and want to and hunger that was going to win the game, and that's what we did. But if you take a look at the stats, one of the things we've talked about all season long, right, is our turnovers and our rebounds. And if you take a look at that today, you'll see we're in the positive column with our rebounding, okay, and definitely positive, way under our average with the turnovers. And those are the two areas that we needed the most improvement in. So the rest of the stats that are good really are a product of us taking care of the basketball. So that means we had to play with a different level of poise, and then not giving them those easy opportunities. There were a few that they got, but we didn't give away as many. And I'm really proud of our team for that. They also were able to make in-game adjustments, right, with the success of our zone and understanding what that looks like. And then finishing, and what, these two young women next to me are great players, but what a great output by our young freshman and Julia Coleman, who's just increased her opportunity with the plays that she makes. On paper, you can see some of it, but the intangibles, the energy she brings is contagious, and she's very coachable and well-liked, and her future is really bright as a Bobcat. So this is a great way for her to send off all of her graduate students.
Coach, after a rough last 3 games this team's gone through, how good does it feel to send these seniors off with a final win here at Strahan?
It's always good. As a former student athlete, I cannot tell you, and now as a coach for so many years, how good it feels to win your senior game or your final contest. We do graduate night because some of these young women still have another year. But your final contest of eligibility on your home floor, to be able to walk away and have that victory forever is a great feeling. So I'm happy to have the same feeling that I was able to enjoy as a student athlete, and that's a win. Because it doesn't always happen that way. But it sure did for our Bobcats tonight, so that's fun.
Jillian and I, how does it feel after this last rough 3 games to finally get one, especially when it's against a Monroe team that's competing for a conference championship?
It felt good, man. It felt real good considering the fact that they was talking trash a little bit, and I'm really not the type to say anything. I just smirk, but to get that win, it felt real good.
I actually look forward to coming in here today. Finally. No, it was a great feeling. I'm glad that we could stick this game out for our seniors, and I'm glad that Julia stepped up and she played a good game today. So yeah, just a great overall day.
Coach, heading to that 4th period, as you were saying, it was just rough and tumble. Nobody was giving it an inch, it seemed like. And they hit that almost 4-point play, but your team rallied back to score those final 5 points to put this thing away. How proud are you for this team, despite everything that's happened to this regular season, to do what you've been putting together all 4 quarters and finally get one out the way out?
I'm proud of them. There was a calmness that I felt, and mostly because I saw the women that were out there, what their intent was, and that's a great feeling as a coach. When you don't have certain stressors when it comes down the stretch, you really know that you kind of give it over to your team. I learned that as an assistant coach because I've had the opportunity to watch it, and now I understand what that means now as a head coach. There's times where they don't need a lot, they just need a little bit of guidance because they can truly take over. They need very little coaching. So that makes me feel good because we didn't have a perfect game, but we strung 4 quarters together that were pretty darn good against great competition, and really excited about that consistency from our squad because it's something that they've been working really hard to obtain.
Jillian, I know, just talking to y'all, it was always about putting together 4 really good quarters, and finally, when the games get close, especially during these tight 3 games, just staying calm and finally putting it over the hill. What was the key tonight to finally getting over that, helping getting a key win tonight, especially with it being the final home game?
I just think it's everything that we've been stressing. Limiting our turnovers and staying disciplined. I feel like we did a really good job with that tonight, and we was fortunate enough to get the win.
Yeah, to top what she said, but we'd even do our strong all 4 quarters. We still lack some quarters, and that just goes to show a lot about this team that we still have more to go and we still have more to give. So yeah, that was big.
Jalen, you came in the clutch with those final 4 points to put this thing away. Just going through that, what was it going to take for not only from the offense but also from the defense as well to finally put this thing away?
just staying composed, just knowing that we can fight back. I think we lost the sight there for a minute, and we just had each other's back. Today was all about having each other's back, including the new warm-up, including the new stretch, all of that. So, like, the main point was just have each other's back, and that's what we did.
Challenge now. How important was it that, despite everything that was going on, especially when they almost hit that 4-point play, that staying calm but also having each other's back?
It was very important. I feel like we always knew that we was going to win this game, especially when we seen that we were right there. We were in it the whole time. So we just didn't lose sight of the end goal, which was the win. And we stuck together.
Julia, the one that fouled, I think our biggest point right there was just to make sure she stayed calm and she knows that it's okay. It's not her fault because that's just what she felt in the moment. I think we did a good job of that, and she turned around and she got fouled and she got to the free throw line. So I think that was a big momentum push for us, just knowing that we could still do it.
Coach Z, Julia getting that double-double, just what is it about her performance that kind of helped, that kind of contribute to this win tonight?
I think her consistency overall, really, she started out as a young freshman, and now really she's moving to sophomore status as far as minutes played and understanding what to do. There's still a lot for her to learn. Her ceiling is high, but what I really want to stress is she earned this opportunity and the opportunities that she's seeking, and so I think it does make it easier, like Jalen said, for the team. When she does have mistakes or errors, for them to be able to rally around her, get her, her mind back on, hey, you're doing a lot of great things here. Let's not sit on that one thing. A lot of basketball left.
Jillian, Janai, what does it mean to have a freshman like that step up in a big moment like this to help y'all get over, especially for you, Janai, with this being your final game that straight hand?
It means a lot. Juice reaches out to me sometimes, and I just tell her to stay focused and to keep going because, like Coach D said, her ceiling is very high. I was on her the whole game about everything, but that's just me being the senior, just trying to groom her for that next level. I mean, for her, getting older. And I think she handled it very well, and she the MVP tonight. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, I would say like sometimes she doesn't realize how much potential she has and how good she is, and I think this game is a one step forward, and I just hope she realizes like the roof is open and she's gonna go all the way with it.
Janai, with this being your final game by straight hand, I know you made the difficult decision leaving your home state to come over here to Texas. And what does it mean to play this one final game by straight hand, even though this was just 1 year?
Yeah, it means a lot because I feel like I wanted more time here. Like I felt like that ever since I got down here. But to be able to have my best year, this was my best season in college. To be around people like my teammates and my coaches who embraced me and loved me, it means a lot. So I feel like I went out the right way.
I mean, Janai, you kind of started off pretty hot in this game. You were shooting practically perfect for the first half. Do you really come to games knowing like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go crazy tonight, or it just kind of flows? This kind of flow, in the game.
I just come in the game intentional. I want to be a professional, so I try to warm up that way. I try to do things the right way, and I know my team needs me at the end of the day, so I try to come out and perform every night. Some nights I fall short, but I'm human, so I just get ready for the next day.
Ms. Foster, so I want to give you a question. You really are looked at as kind of a role model on this team. We saw that obviously tonight. You were pretty active on both ends of the floor, and people were obviously looking at you in critical moments. How does that inspire you to continue going, and how do you look at that as, motivation?
I would just say it comes from my teammates and my coaches. They never stop believing in me, and that just means a lot, and it shows that I have more, and they always see more, whether it's yelling at me or coaching me or any of that. It's always for the benefit of myself. So yeah, kudos to coaches and my teammates.
And Coach C, a quick question for you. The depth of the team obviously showed tonight. A lot of young talent that showed off today, and how you're saying that the ceiling is pretty much everywhere for your group. I know you also have a commit that's coming in soon. So how do you really look forward to newer things and with the new depth kind of growing as a team, as an icon?
So I can tell you my focus is purely on us winning games now. Okay. Obviously, knowing when running a program, you got to recruit. We had to recruit. These two young women are new to Texas State this year. So that for sure is going on while you're in season. But I'm very intentional because when I'm a parent, when I'm with my children, I'm with my children and just focusing on them. When I'm with my young women on our team, when I'm with them, my focus is on them, right? When I'm out recruiting to bring teammates to them and people to this program, that's where my focus is. So I really work hard at being able to give everyone my attention no matter what is going on. Whether we need to be in a one particular mindset or the other, wherever I am is I need to be present in that moment to answer that question. So Yeah, I'm excited, right? We had 2 commits here. Actually, all 3 were here. All 3 freshmen were here today. And I think that's fun for them to see what the future, what that, past is going to look like and how much fun they're going to have, getting buckets with Jalen and playing defense with Jalen. That's going to be really fun for them. I think that's important as she grows her leadership for the future. But in the moment now, my focus truly is going to be on them enjoying this opportunity, us now turning around tomorrow and get ready to go into a tournament setting. We're almost at a full squad, so I'm excited about that. The last time the Bobcats were at a full squad, we went 3-0 in Florida, and I really like that. So as far as what it is that we have to do, we for sure aren't the team that's going to take anybody lightly because we aren't in that position, but we for sure are going to have a level of confidence and understanding what kind of work we need to put in as we head out to Pensacola.
So, Coach Jalen and Janiyah, it is the first day of Women's History Month. Happy Women's History Month to you guys. Jalen, what does it mean to be playing basketball, and how has your womanhood shaped your basketball game and vice versa? Like, what does it mean to be a woman in sports to you?
I just know that it's always bigger than basketball. I'm always playing for somebody younger than me, somebody who can't play, somebody who doesn't have the ability to play, and I just feel like it's an opportunity, and I love that I can do that, and yeah.
What does it mean to be?
I don't
Where's
think
your
I can
basketball
say
game
nothing better than that, but like she said, especially as a black woman, a woman of color and things like that, I think that it's a huge opportunity to be able to showcase to children and people all over the world that there's an opportunity out there for everybody. And as long as you want something, you can achieve it, because we're doing this at a high level. So it's an honor and a privilege.